जयगुरु संक्षिप्त स्तोत्र वंदना। ओम ब्रह्मानंदम परम सुखदम केवलम ज्ञानमूर्ति द्वन्द्वातीतम गगन सदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलं अचलं सर्वधि साक्षिभूतं भावाति त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरु तं नमामि। Jai Guru. So requesting all who are not talking kindly mute. Rupananda Bhai, please mute. So whenever Suhasini Ma would be having, please make the mic on. Otherwise, mute now. Okay. So thank you everyone to join this Nigam Swadhyay group under the scheme of Nigam, what do we call, vacation leave. Surpananda Bhai, please mute. Thank you. So yesterday we had some discussions and good questions and answers. We have got Kumari Anvesha Anindita Ma from Katak Saraswat Sangh Jobra. So she is going to recap today. I am requesting her to recap, please. Anvesha, all yours. Jai Guru.
Bhai Jai Guru.
Jai Guru.
The summary is, Swami Nigamananda, after leaving the manuscript with Cotton Press situated in Harrison Road, Kolkata, departs for Pushkar to reunite with his Guru Sri Sachidananda Saraswati. On their way, he learns of the approaching Kumbh Mela in Allahabad and suspects his Guru might attend. Upon arrival, he discovers that Sachidananda is staying at Ujjain with none other than the Shankaracharya of Sringeri Matha, Swami Shivanvinava Nursingha Bharati. Reaching Ujjain, Nigamananda finds Shankaracharya sitting in dignity among hundreds of sannyasis. Defying traditional protocol, he directly vows to his Guru instead of to the Shankaracharya. This act provokes outrage among the assembled monks, accusing him of disrespect. Calm and unwavering, Nigamananda replies, I have done no wrong. I have paid respect to my Guru. He elaborates further with the famous verse, Mannath Sri Jagannatha, Madguru Sri Jagadguru, Madhatma Sarvabhutatma. My Lord is the Lord of the universe. My Guru is the Guru of the universe. My soul is the soul in all beings. The Shankaracharya intervenes, asks Nigamananda to come closer and begins a dialogue to test his yogic insight. When asked if he has seen a place like this, Nigamananda replies with clarity, Trailoka Gyani Bhutani Tahi Sarvani Dehata. Everything that exists in the three worlds also exists within the body. The Shankaracharya is visibly pleased and asks about the Upanishadic metaphor of two birds on a tree, to which Nigamananda explains, the second bird is merely a reflection in the disturbed water, symbolizing the illusory duality perceived by the unsettled mind. Once the mind becomes still, one realizes that there is only one. After a final private question and answer, the Shankaracharya joyfully declares, your disciple has become a Paramahansa. Why is he still with a dandy? In a symbolic gesture, Sachidananda throws Nigamananda's staff into the Ganga, declaring him Parivrajakaacharya Srimad Swami Nigamananda Saraswati Dev, thus initiating him into the highest spiritual order, which is a momentous event for Indian spiritual heritage. Later, Sachidananda Swami asked for Guru Dakshina, saying, "You must become a Guru and relieve me of the burden of the Pushkar Gadi." Nigamananda agrees to become a Guru but declines the Pushkar Gadi post due to linguistic barriers. He suggests Brahmananda, a dedicated disciple, instead. Sachidananda agrees and promises to travel east with Nigamananda to install him formally as a Guru. They travel to Bengal and reach Nadia, the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Upon touching the soil, Sachidananda, known for his scholarly detachment, is overcome with bhakti or devotional love. He rolls on the ground, crying like a child, an intense reaction showing how knowledge melted into devotion in the spiritually charged atmosphere of Nadia. Sachidananda confesses, "Let us finish our work here quickly, as I cannot bear this devotional pressure for long." On the way to Assam, Nigamananda asks his guru about the role of devotion in spiritual life. To which Sachidananda replies, "We accept devotion as a valid path to God's realization. The Gita supports it. I myself worship Lord Krishna and the Sagrama. Though devotion and knowledge are different paths, but both leads to the same ultimate goal, the realization of the Absolute." From Allahabad, Swami Nigamananda writes to Jageshwar Biswas in Assam, informing him of Sachidananda's willingness to visit. In response, Biswas sends a money order sufficient for 2 train tickets. With this, Swami Nigamananda and Sri Sachidananda travel to Assam, first stopping in Kolkata and then moving on. They reached Kamakhya, where they were warmly received by Jageshwar Biswas and his wife Saraju Devi. Long-time admirers and caretakers of Nigamananda, they request the initiation. With his guru's approval, Swami Nigamananda initiates them, formally becoming their spiritual master. He declares, "Unless and until you both attain liberation, I will not accept my own." Both disciples were moved to tears. Thus, Nigamananda is formally established as a guru, with Jageshwar Biswas and Saraju Devi becoming his first initiated disciples. This selfless vow marks the beginning of his mission as a spiritual guru. Jayaguru.
Many thanks, Kumari Anvesa Anindita. So you recapped the entire discussion of yesterday in a very elaborative way, and those who could not attend yesterday, they could have get a glimpse of what we discussed, the important part of Thakurjee's life. So a good round of applause for Anvesa Anindita, and may Thakurjee bless her. So without wasting any further time, I am requesting Debashish Bhai and Priyambada Maa kindly flash the result of yesterday, question and answers.
Jayaguru.
Jayaguru.
Jayaguru everyone. So yesterday we had received 34 responses and in the junior group we got this Bhai and Maa from Karnataka Sangha. They got the full score and within shortest time. Priyansi Mahapatra Maa from Karnataka Sangha, Riddhi Maa from Karnataka Sangha and Aryan Sahu Bhai from Karnataka Sangha. Congratulations. And in the senior group, we got Sibani Dasma from Ekambra Sangha, Priyanshi Maa from Hyderabad Sangha and Divyansu Ghadei Bhai from Jagannathpur Sangha.
Thank you. Congratulations to all of you, and may Thakurjee bless all of you who have scored as the fastest one. And thank you for all participation in this question and answer session. What we could observe is some of the prominent names are coming on a daily basis who are scoring good marks. So requesting all others to be attentive for this session so that they can answer at the earliest possible. This is
Yes,
not.
bhai.
Yes.
I mean, what I heard in this Ishwar Puja, some bhai ma they told like they are ready with their phones when we show the scanner. So immediately they scan and give their answers to be the quickest ones.
Yeah, this
That
is
is a
what it.
good spirit. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what it is required, because once there is a competition, means you have to be in that spirit. So anyway, we appreciate participation of all of you. So coming first, second, third is not important. Important is you are listening to the entire conversation, attending the questions, answering is right. The only thing is answering at as fast as possible. That's the only thing required from you. Nevertheless, so all going good. Now we have got a new member today who is going to read for today's session. She is from Mumbai Saraswat Sangh, and she is none other than Shubhashini Das. So I am requesting her to start reading the today's session. Over to you.
Jayaguru to all.
Jai.
Bhai, can you listen me?
Yeah. So you are audible. Please start reading.
Yes. Later in the evening, Jageshwar asked Sachidananda, I want to adhere to
Suhasini, kindly pause. Please mute your YouTube. Please mute your YouTube. There should not be any sound from the YouTube, and or make the volume 0, and now start reading again. Not this volume, Suhasini. Yes.
Later in the evening, Jageshwar asked Sachidananda, I want to adhere Varna ashram and want to adopt Vanaprastha. Can I do it, sir? Sachidananda said, I do not want it.
You have your guru now. Ask them denounce
Material projection and proceed to Kashi to lead the monastic life there. Sachidananda wanted to travel along and said to Swami Nigamananda, tomorrow I must take a leave of you. I want to travel along with which I have not done since a long. I will visit some holy places. You need not worry about me and I bless you to become the finest medium for implementation of Guru God's desire. Swami Nigamananda saw him off with tears in his eyes, but did not know it. It is their last meeting. Sachidananda Saraswati, relieved of his spiritual border, died as a happy and relaxed man 6 months after Jageshwar Vishwas had the chance of a lifetime to clear his doubts on certain theories of religion. Swami Nigamananda explained the complex theories of spiritualism in a very simple manner. Jageshwar Vishwas had recently had read Sri Chaitanya Charanamrita and discussed with his Guru about the path of devotion in order to understand devotion in its true color. Swami Nigamananda, who had the supreme realization in devotional path, explained in detail about objective of devotional path, which Jageshwar listened with repeat attention like a good student. He was taken aback when his Guru disclosed before him what had taken place in the hut at Garo Hill, which undoubtedly had simply surpassed every description in any devotional in scripture. Saraju Devi now serves Swami Nigamananda with a firm idea that his Guru is no less than Param Brahma. Whole day she could be engaged in preparing different delicacies for him and sat near him to see he eats well and not leaving his food for Jageshwar and Saraju. It was their happiest days. A letter from Cotton Press reached Swami Nigamananda to submit final copies of Yogi Guru books to be printed. Swami Nigamananda took leave of his disciples and started towards Raj Kacheri and Vinanchar Boya, Kolkata. Reaching Kolkata, he once straight to the press. The books were already to enter the market. Swami Nigamananda contacted the proprietor of Guru Das Chattopadhyay and sent to distribute the books. The proprietor knew Swami Nigamananda as the writer of Sudam Suvala, Taran Sena Vadha and Charuwala, which were sold well in the market. But going through the pages of Yogi Guru, he said that he had his doubt that the book may not complete with novels and detectives circulating in the market. Swami Nigamananda left some copies with him and keeping rest at the press to be taken to memorizing Maiman Singh by Uma Charan left from Raj Kacheri and Venanchal Uma Charan Saukar being informed through the letter about the date of arrival of Swami Nigamananda personally. Came to the railway station with the apprehension that if he would not go to the station, then somebody might take Swami Nigamananda to his house. The news of his returning reached the surrounding village. Traveling from mouth to mouth, Nityananda Modak and his wife and other rest to meet him. Few embraced him and many paid their deep respect by touching their forehead on the ground before him and saying, and still others simply shed tears standing at a distance. They thought the belonged to them and would stay with them. But for the powerful Tahsildar, they had to tolerate the separation. They very much wanted to have him in their village. Swami Nigamananda listened to their proposal and said, I have already decided to go to your village on my way to Garu Hill. Within few days, who would control Nityananda after death? He fell on the ground, clutching Swami Nigamananda's feet with both hands and said, Administrator, I knew you will never forget us. You are not rich like Tahsildar Babu, but you really belong to us. Swami Nigamananda consoled by him, saying, How can I forget you people? Have you not seen me asking for muri popped rice? And it is working around the village. Remembering the episode, they laughed aloud after they left Uma Charan and Himlata got a chance to talk to them. Looking at Swami Nigamananda, Umacharan would guess something important had happened, but did not know what it was. Sitting near him, he asked about it. Swami Nigamananda disclosed before him about his Paramhamsa title and what happened at Kumbh Mela. They were thrilled to know it. Umacharan told him, when I got the news that you were staying at the house of Jageshwar Vishwas, I thought you will never come back to us. I knew him when he was serving at Maiman Singh as the ministrate. Swami Nigamananda said, I was there with my Guru Sachidananda Saraswati, and I said also requested Gurudev to visit your house, but he wanted to leave Bengal as soon as possible. Himlata intervened, what does not matter, our wish has been fulfilled by him. He has made you Guru, but more. Now be comfortable. You have travelled a long distance. No more talking. Have some food and take rest. During that period, an amazing incident occurred which provides Swami Nigamananda greatness as a yogi. It was monsoon season, but for the first time in many years, severe drugs situated prevailed in that area. People of village surrounding the Vinanchar knew that a great yogi is staying in the house of Umacharan. They requested Nigamananda Umacharan to ask Swami Nigamananda to visit their area, but did not disclose their real intentions. Swami Nigamananda agreed and visited their village. There was a big gather of people to welcome him. When he was seated, one of them said to him, Sir, if you will not mind, I will tell you something. He said, go ahead and speak your mind. The leader of him said, a leader of them said, we have heard when a yogi resides in an area, no drugs or no epidemics occur there. Please, sir, please do something so that so many families will not perish in hunger. Swami Nigamananda smiled and said, first, I must tell you, I am not living here permanently, so you see, I should not be held responsible for drugs. Next, it is difficult to understand the desire and the way God functions. However, let you pray him and I will also join you. If he desires, then anything can happen. And then he went on to give discourse on religion. When the time for him to leave came, people started talking among themselves. Some said he may or may not be a yogi, but he is a good human being. Others said he has spoken the truth. Still others believed in God's miraculous power, told the people to wait and see. But all of a sudden, a dark cloud floated overhead. It started raining. People started dancing in rain. After the incident, a discussion regarding the miracle making the yogis spread from village to village. People started visiting them, and many came just to pay their respect and others to have a look at the young sannyasi. Yogi Guru books started selling throughout the countries, and people from far off areas came to him after reading this book. Thousands of letters arrived in his name in appreciation. Now an organized effort became necessary to deal with the change. Scenario. Umacharan and Himlata became very busy. They dealt with letters and gave account of money received from sale of books. Swami Nigamananda, as promised, arrived as Jhagadachar on his way to Garo Hill. The news of initiation given to Umacharan Saukar had reached Jhagadachar. The greatness of Swami Nigamananda could not affect him as they affected them, as they had accepted him as their own and especially as the dearest one to all of them. Nityananda and others demanded to be initiated. Swami Nigamananda became busy initiating hundreds of people while he stayed at Jhagadachar as Dakshina. The poor people brought no money but vegetables, rice and food from their lands. One day Nityananda told him, the people are poor, they are taking initiation without paying money as dakshina. Please do not mind. Swami Nigamananda laughed and said, I have not asked them to brought money. Sadhus do not need money. They need love, and there is no dearth of love in you people. I am really very happy. Sankirtan was held in honor of him. As expected, he went to Samadhi. Nityananda and others became his protectors. They, by holding each other's hand, formed a chain so that no one could touch him. They were so affected of the incident at Palyas Daga. They did not allow anybody to come near them while he was in the state of Samadhi. This is the true love which need no money, no wealth, no knowledge, but the burning desire to please, serve and protect the beloved.
Jayaguru.
Umacharan arrived.
Jayaguru, thank you, Subhashini. Can you just let us know which class you are studying?
Yes, class 7th.
Class 7th.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So today we'll read up to this only. Thank you, Subhashini, for reading very accurately, very clearly. We know you are reading from Mumbai. Mumbai is now submerged in rainwater. The internet connection must not be that good. So that's why there are mixed reaction in YouTube channel. Some are telling the audio is not clear and some are telling it's pretty clear. By the way, so a good round of applause for Subhashini from Mumbai.
Hey, just to correct her name, she's Subhanshi.
Subhanshi.
Subhanshi, yeah, Subhanshi.
Okay. So am I speaking wrong from the or Devashish Bhai has written like
Subhashini, she's Subhanshi.
Okay. So Subhansi, sorry, we were spelling like Subhashini. So Subhangi or Subhansi, what?
Subhanshi. Subhanshi.
Subhansi. Okay, thank you. So Subhansi means she is the ans of Shubh, isn't it?
Right.
Great, great. So
Yes, ma'am.
great name by your parents or whoever has given this name. So may Thakurjee bless you, Subhansi. You read very well. You read so accurately and so sincerely. Some of your friends have started telling, please ask her to take rest. So this is how people are concerned about you. Thank you everybody for the kind of concern. So now we are going.
Thank you, bye.
Welcome. Now we are going to take the questions from today's discussion. We have started taking questions from very beginning kind of thing. So the first question, okay, Jayaguru Bhai, you are again with us. So grateful to your presence here. Now Priyanshi from Hyderabad, she is asking, what is the meaning of Varnasrama and Banaprastha?
Good question. Varna asrama, there are two words. They are varna and asrama. Varna, again, these things come from very ancient Sanatana Dharma, when it was practiced in Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, etc. And by Dwapara, it became a little bit less, and then Kali Yuga, people don't really practice it very much. Varna means the four castes as we know it: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. Lord Krishna has said himself in Gita that he actually created these four classifications based on people's eligibility or what people wanted to do, not really their birth. In Kali Yuga, it has always become only birth. So if my father was a Brahmin, then I am a Brahmin, so on and so forth. So that is Varna. Asrama, there are four ashramas: Brahmacharya, Grahyastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasi. And then your second word is, what is Vanaprastha? Vanaprastha is the third one of these four varnas, four ashramas. Brahmacharya ashrama, when kids used to go to Guru's place and learn there, and then they come back, depending on, you read some Vedas and other Upanishads, you'll see the age of anywhere between 22 to 25 when they come back. It's called Samavartana. And if they really want to continue that type of study and better themselves, they stay and become sannyasi. But if they want to come back, most did, they come back to a householder life to get married, raise their kids. And then once their kids become eligible to take over and they get married, so around time, let's say 55 to 60, they decide to become Vanaprasthi. When they start getting into Vanaprastha, they are essentially doing almost full-time spiritual work, helping others. They stay close to the families, but not in the family. It's kind of, they stay in a upavana. And then around 75 or so, they would go for sannyasa. That means they go deep into forest and get completely immersed in spiritual practices, meditation, etc. So Vanaprastha is the third one.
Thank you, Gyana Bhai. For everybody's information, whatever Gyana Bhai told about Varna, in today's world, it is getting practicable from another sloka, which is like this: Janmana jayante Sudra, sanskarat divjang uchyate, Veda bhyasat bhavet vipra, Brahma janati iti brahmana. Earlier days, depending on the kind of work everyone was doing, it was decided by their caste. So like Gyana Bhai told, he is by birth Brahmin, so his four fathers would be only doing the Brahmin kind of jobs. And that point in time, the Sudras would be doing the Sudra jobs, Kshatriya would be doing the warrior jobs, and Vaishya would be doing the commercial or the Vyapar kind of job. But nowadays, in this modern world, it's very difficult. many a times we see there are many security guards who are by caste Brahmin. Even if so I'm not going to those part, but this sloka is very much evident nowadays. So Thakurjee has also told this in his book. So जन्मना जायन्ते शूद्र, हम लोग जैसे पैदा होते हैं तो शूद्र के हिसाब से पैदा होते हैं, because at that point in time we don't have any rules, regulations, we do anything and everything like a kid, so the stage of the kid. So Janmana Jayante Sudra Sanskara Divja Uchyate. When he or she gets sanskara, so Divja means he or she has got dual kind of birth. So one birth was there by birth, then he or she gets sanskara depending on, so she went into the school or college or wherever or whatever their parents would like to get.
Or the thread ceremony.
Yes. Like. Yes. Or the thread ceremony only in Brahmin. Yeah. So sanskara divja uchyate. Then by studying, whatever we are doing this Nigam Swadhyay group, summer vacation bliss. So this is by doing all these things, one will become Vipra. Then when it is getting into practice, it will be called Brahma. So he will know Brahma and he or she can be termed as Brahman. So this is what the meaning of Varnasrama nowadays is more practicable like this. So thank you Priyansi from Hyderabad for asking this critical question. I hope you understood and everybody. Okay, now the second question is, okay. So Tushar Mahanti Bhai is asking, Jagyeshwar Vishwas and Saraju Devi were the first Shishya, but what about Madan Sitaram? They took Jayaguru Mantra. Very good question. Gyana Bhai, please clarify.
Yes, I am going to open up a Pandora's box here, but I'll give you what I have read and the various facts about Thakura's life. They may or may not really match. So I'll give you a little bit of a background. Sorry, Kunave, this may take a little time here.
Please.
If you look at Thakura's Jivani, first complete Jivani was published in 1936 around actually March, April time frame by Sisir Basu. It's called Sri Nigamananda Smriti. And then same year, towards the end of the year, Jivani Bani came out. Jivani portion of Jivani Bani is very short. It's again based on what Thakura has said or told his two disciples about his life, Satyananda Maharaj and Siddhanta Maharaj. Our Uriya Jivani came out in 42, which Duratra Mahanti Bhai spoke about Jivani to Jamidar named Kasinath Ratha. And that Jivani, Uriya Jivani, was purely based at that point on these two Jivanis, which came before that. Then later on, Narayanima did extensive research and found a lot of mismatches, and then she argued about certain facts in certain way. So one such fact which is going to give rise to this question is, according to Narayanima, Thakura did not get his Paramahansa Upadhi till she finished his Prema Sadhana. So that means he was already in Garo Hill and already gave the Jayaguru Mantra to Madana and Sitaram, and then went to Allahabad Kumbha, and then he got his Paramahansa Upadhi. However, if you read the first two Jivanis, they point to Thakura getting Paramahansa Upadhi right after his Nirvikalpa Samadhi, and then he went to Bhavasadhana. So there are some differences. So how do you reconcile these two big differences? There is one, came out a little late. So I will point you out to, I think similar question Priyamadama asked me a week or so ago. I pointed her to go read that article. There is an article Thakura himself wrote back in first issue of the first year of Arja Darpan in 1908 from Durgapur. It's the name of the article is called Amar Ektu Katha, and if you read Lila Prasanga Part 1, our Sangha has translated in total and published it. It's called Mora Gotiye Katha. Mora Podde Kotha or Gotiya Kotha, something like that. So if you read that, the first line itself, Thakur says that I got my Paramahamsa Upadhi, I was in, like clouds, and then I went to Kasi, and all these things happened. And he also mentions Ujjayini Kumbha, not Allahabad Kumbha. So Thakur himself writes it. So if so, in my heart of heart, I believe Thakur. And Thakur's write-up back in 1908, when Thakur just came out of his Sadhaka Jivana and went into his Siddha Jivana. So that must be extremely accurate, and Thakur himself says it was before Bhava Sadhana. So why I'm saying all this story, I think the question was from Tushar Bhai, is that if you add this story and assume Thakur is right, then Jageshwara Biswas became his first disciple before Thakur went to Garo Hill and met Madan and Sitaram, who became his subsequent disciples. That makes sense. If you have any other questions, Tushar Bhai, please ask.
So, he has got other questions we will come back to that. So I think this has got clarity. And one thing everybody should understand, many writers have written these books based on some facts and figures as they could recollect from Thakurjee, and when they were discussing with Thakurjee and then started writing on their own. So this is how the scenario is. So please understand at what circumstances these books have been published or things have been written. Thakurjee was very much unaware of all these things. The exact writing in Odia is Narayani Ma lekhichandi कि से सबुबेले तांकर बम बम भावरे भोळा हेकी थांती तांकु किए केतेबेले कोन पचारे सीरियसली कि आमे इटा लेखिबु कि परे दरकार हबो कि अमुक समुक he doesn't care about it. से तांकर माने जेति कि जहा मने पड़े without recollecting the facts or checking the diaries, calendars, you just keep speaking. So Gyana Bhai has given a very thorough idea of how things have moved, during that time. In the yesterday's reading, if you all could remember, in this book, there is Allahabad and Ujjayini. Both have been written in very, haphazard way. So this is how we are. So let's pray Thakurjee. The time should come, everything should come crystal clear so that, question of Tushar Bhai kind of thing can get pinpointed answers. Till that time, this is how we all should understand it. Now, okay, there are two questions of same kind of thing. What is Taranishana book? And another is what is Charubala book?
Thakur, before Sudhanswala Ma passed away, and after they got married, Thakur at some point was a teacher at his village school. During that time, he organized plays, and he did not like somebody else's writing because it did not match with his own bhava. So he wrote a bunch of plays. Taransanabadha is one of them, which we understand was published. And then Charubala, Sudhansubala are the two novels, Upanyasa, that Thakur wrote, which also got published. Thakur published at least these three books. There are probably others. Only book that is available today with us is Sudhansubala. And there is a long story how Thakur actually guided our own Nababhai to go and find this in a library in Calcutta some other day. But that is the only book that we have. Charubala, we don't have the book, so we don't know what was the content. And Taransanabadha, we can assume from that word Taransanabadha, it's a Puranic story. So it must be about that Puranic story. But I don't think anybody has a copy of that, as of we know.
And the context why we are discussing here now is this same publisher who had published all these three books, Thakurjee gave the Yogi Guru for him to publish. So he told Thakurjee, I don't know whether your Yogi Guru book can be sold in that many copies as the other books. But he was very much obliged to Thakurjee because Thakurjee kept giving him books for publishing and selling him. He was also getting some profit out of it. So that is the context to why these things came during today's reading.
Yes, absolutely. And to add to that, Kunabhai, at least Thakura didn't feel that this person did a great job promoting Yogi Guru. Even though Yogi Guru sold like hotcakes, it got sold in a couple of years, it was already done. Then second publication came, I think, only 2 or 3 years after the first publication, and Thakura decided to publish it himself rather than giving him back to him.
Yes. In the first publication also, Thakurjee kept very, few books with the publisher. Rest, everything he took away from him.
He took, and just 1 or 2 books got out, and everybody asked him to send the book to them. So then Thakura said, what's the point in paying this publisher, publishing the book and not really promoting it? So then Thakura took it over from that point on.
Yes. Now Guru Gaurav is asking, who is Uma Charana Sarkar?
Uma Charana Sarkar was a Tahsildar, and he lived in Benuachar, and Thakura stayed with him for some time while Yogi Guru was being published. Then later on, Thakura built his first ashram. Actually, you should say second ashram, because Garo Hill Yogasram was his first ashram. Then Durgapur, and he moved to Durgapur. After he moved to Durgapur, Uma Charana Sarkar and his wife both left, sold all their properties, gave all the money to Thakura, and became inmates at Durgapur ashram.
So Uma Charana Sarkar is one of the disciples who initially, knew Thakurjee when Thakurjee cured that Modak, Nityananda Modak. And from that day, he started, living with Thakurjee, getting his advices. And at last point, something happened. We are going to read that in due course of time. So again, Tushar Mahanti Bhai is asking, when Sachidananda died, during that time, had Brahmananda took the Gurubhar?
That is a good question. Again, Tushar Bhai is asking that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Again, let's continue with our discussion. If you think through that, I think I'm guessing your question is coming because as you read this particular version of Jivani, it says Thakura finished all the sadhanas and went to Garo Hill, then got Paramahansa, came back with his guru and initiated Yogeswar Babu, and Yogi Guru was getting published. And then Thakura saw Sachidananda Swami last time, and then he left, and after 6 months he passed away. That is one version. Other version doesn't give any timeline, but if you go back, and Yogeswar Vishwasa got initiated earlier, before Thakura got his Prema Sadhana even, then Sachidananda lived a little bit longer. So again, connecting the dots from the discussions we had yesterday, that there's a reason why Thakura took Guru Bhara in Bonga. That could be consistent if you believe Thakura. I mean, there is no reason not to believe what Thakura himself has written in first edition of Arjadarpana. So then it may make sense. Brahmananda became Siddha and got the Guru Bhara, or he might have gotten Guru Bhara before becoming Siddha, we don't know. And then Sachidananda Swami passed away. It may not be 6 months, maybe longer. We don't know.
But the answer, Gyanabhai, is yes. Brahmananda took Guru Bhara before Sachidananda died, irrespective of he attended Siddhi or not, or etc.
That's possible. That is also possible, because there's no other note of that whether he was a success or a Siddha before he took the Guru Bhara.
Yes. So again,
the way that thing works, sorry, Kunal.
Yeah,
the way that thing works, a Siddha Guru like Sachidananda Swami could grace Brahmananda and make him Siddha. ତାଙ୍କ କୃପାରୁ ସିଦ୍ଧ ହେଇଯିବ, କୃପା ସିଦ୍ଧ, ଯୋଉଟା କୁହନ୍ତି ସାଧନ ସିଦ୍ଧ, କୃପା ସିଦ୍ଧ, ଦିଟା ୱାର୍ଡ ଆମେ ୟୁଜ କରୁଛେ। ଠାକୁର ହେଲେ ସାଧନ ସିଦ୍ଧ, କିନ୍ତୁ ବ୍ରହ୍ମାନନ୍ଦ ଯେ ସାଧନ ସିଦ୍ଧ ସେଟା ଆମେ ଜାଣିନେ। ସେ ତାଙ୍କର ଯଦି ସରି ନଥିବ ସାଧନା, ଗୁରୁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ସିଦ୍ଧ କରିଦେଇକିରି ସେ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ଯିବେ, ଗୁରୁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ସିଦ୍ଧ କରିକି ଗୁରୁ କରିଦେଇ ଯାଇପାରିବେ। That also happens in this world.
And he wrote Brahmanandi Bhajan and all these things. From all these things, it's clear that he must have attended Siddhi. So,
yes.
But in whichever case, before Sachidananda Swami died, he had given the Guru Bharat to Brahmananda. Now another question from Gyanabhai from Tushar Mohanty Bhai is, this is regarding the drought when Thakurjee went to give speech in that particular area. So is this because of the prarabdha, he is asking?
Prarabdha is usually limited to one person. So बेले बेले कौन हुए कि कर्म सूत्रटा गुंथा ହେଇକିରି आसे समस्तंकर प्रारब्धरे टिके टिके सेही कष्ट भोग करियार थाए जेन ठाकुर को पचारचंती क्वेश्चन जे टाइटानिक रे एते लोक मरिगले सेमानकर प्रारब्धटा जोग सूत्र ହେଇଥିଲା ठाकुर हां थिला सेमान सब मिसिके थिले सेही गोटे जगह रे जिबे सब सेमती एमाने सब कष्ट पाउचंती गोटे एरिया रे सेठी दुर्भिक्ष होईची सेमाने कोन तांकर प्रारब्ध थिला हां से हमें कहि परिबा जे तांकर प्रारब्ध जोगु सेमाने सेटा भोगिले
बिल्कुल भाई यू आर राइट नाउ दिस द अनदर क्वेश्चन डिड ठाकुर डू एनीथिंग फॉर द रेन
सेटा तो ठाकुर निजे कहि नांती किंतु दीटा तीनटा जिंस हुए एठी ठाकुर चाहिले करि पारिबे तांकर से क्षमताटा अछि आउ गोटे जिंस हुए प्रकृति बा मा बा तांकर मांकर बहुत सहचर अछंती बहुत अनुचर अछंती जो माने कि लोक मान को आध्यात्मिक उन्नति पय सहाय्य करंती जो माने केतोल केमती कार वैश्विक उन्नति पय भी सहाय्य करंती डिपेंडिंग ऑन व्हाट दे वांट टू डू तेनु जणे सिद्ध महापुरुष गोटे जगह रे रहिले तांग जो क्वेश्चन ता पचरा हला जो सिद्ध महापुरुष गोटे जगह रे रहिले से निजे किछि न करंतु निजे चिंता भी न करंतु तांकर मांकर जो सहचर माने थांती अनुचर माने थांती से माने आसिकिर भी काम कर दियंती तेणु वन सच थिंग माइट हैव हैपेंड आमे सेटा जानिने केना ठाकुर कहिनाथि
Swam Sri Mishra Ma from Badamba is asking who spoken the truth. So I am correlating that question with Gyana Bhai's answer and Tushar Mohanty Bhai's question. So in a different way, pardon me if I am elaborating it too much. See, Thakura came to know that the area is under drought and people are suffering. They have requested Thakura, please do something. And Thakura replied, if God will want, everything will be possible, everything can be resolved. And he started, giving good speech, the truth kind of thing, not promising anything, I'll do that, I can do this, I know chamatkar ko namaskar and all these things. So Thakurjee never did all these things. He spoke very simple, whatever is needed for the civilization or for the mankind. So everybody were very much happy. They were in deep trouble. They requested Thakurjee to help them to get rid of those problems. Thakurjee swiftly diverted everybody towards God, towards good things, towards good deeds, towards all these things. So by the time Thakurjee left the Sabha, everybody were feeling happy, irrespective. They didn't know whether the rain will come or not. So this is what the Swam Sri Ma is asking, who told the truth? No, Thakurjee told the truth. Thakurjee told in very simple words. He advised the people what to do, what not to do. But as Gyana Bhai told, because Thakurjee has attended that kind of siddhi, so his good wishes many times manifests. So that might be the fact. But Thakurjee never took the credit for the rain also. So that is what Gyana Bhai told. There is nowhere written whether Thakurjee did anything for the rain or not. But yes, from the circumstances, it can be believed at large. Yes. Okay. So Tushar Mohanty Bhai is complimenting the parents of Subhansi. They left. So the message should be communicated to them. Devasrita Samanta, she was very concerned about this little kid. She needs little bit rest. That's why I paused her 2 minutes before. Okay, thank you. Tushar Mohanty Bhai is also complimenting. Yes, she is tired. Very, very small girl to read. Okay. So we all are very connected to each other, irrespective. We are not seeing each other or knowing each other. That's a very good bhava among all of us. So Tushar Mohanty Bhai is clarifying Bana Vanaprastha comes after 50 to 75 years of ages. Okay, so Ninima has also asked a question. More of Pade Katha. Okay, is it available at Bhubaneswar Satsika Mandir?
Yes, absolutely. It's called Leela Prasanga Part 1.
So in Leela Prasanga Part 1, there is a chapter called More Pade Katha. So it's a pink covered book. So you can go to Satsiksha Mandir. Sri Nigamananda Leela Prasanga, isn't it?
हाँ भाई.
Okay. So
से आर्टिकल टा सूचीपत्र देखिबे ताधरे ठाकुरଙ୍କ नारे सेटा लिखा हिची. ठाकुर निजे लिखिथि. मोर गोटिए कथा. हाँ से आइतो से मु टिए कंफ्यूज होतली कोन सेटा एग्जैक्टली एटा आई एम जस्ट टॉकिंग फ्रॉम माय मेमोरी आई रेड सम.
ना से मु से बहिटा एबे ऋषिकेश नै कि जाइथली पढिबा पई से हरिद्वार ऋषिकेश चैप्टर से बहिटा आश्रम रह जाइछ. अदरवाइज आई वुड हैव रेफर्ड इट नाउ. Anyway, so okay, so Ninima, for you, yes, go to Satsiksha Mandir and collect the book Sri Nigamananda Leela Prasanga Part 1, but yes, it's available in Odia language only. So Tushar Mahanti is writing, what I heard, it is told by Surabala Madhat, there is a mismatch because when Shishir Basu completed the Jibani and gave to Thakur for checking, but after he asked twice, Thakur had not checked and took back Pandulipi. So there is a mismatch. Okay. Ramesh Lenka bhai. Yeah.
That is, bhai, tikke kahibi ta upare.
Yes.
That is correct. I have heard that too. Thakur actually kichita check karithile. जोटा कि ओरिजिनल पांडुलिपिटा सुरबाला मा तांको पाखु पठैथिले. It got lost somewhere, it got back. तांको पाखरे थिला से पांडुलिपिटा का पाखरे हमरो शिशिर बसुଙ୍କ पाखरे. But Thakur did not get a chance to correct everything. So सेठी पई नारायणी मा तांकर रिसर्च आरंभ कले जोटा जीवनी प्रसंग लिखिचंती. जीवनी प्रसंग रे बहुत जिंस से डिस्प्यूट करिचंती. A lot of them are very logical and she also mentions her sources. एई गोटिए जिंस मा लिखिचंती जोटा कि डिस्प्यूट करिचंती. ता धेरे आमे समस्त सेटा को भाबुथलु जे मा जा लिखिचंती साउंड्स वेरी लॉजिकल. कि जेतबे ठाकुरंकर निज लेखा ता ऊपर बाहरिला जोटा मांकर लेखा को डिस्प्यूट करूची. So there is nothing but people like us who are Thakur's devotee and Thakur is everything to us have to accept that version, nothing else, in my mind. तेणु आपण मानक मु अनुरोध करुची आउ थरे से बहिटी काढंतु लीला प्रसंग प्रथम खंड आ ठाकुरंकर निज लेखा प्रथम 2 लाइन पढ़ी दियंतु सब क्लियर हो जिवो. ताठो अधिका किछ नाही.
First 2 pages, yes.
No, first 2 lines भाई.
अच्छा.
से लेखा मात्र 2 पेज किंतु तार प्रथम 2टा लाइन रे से सब जाक लिखि दैछन.
हाँ ये
उज्जयिनी कुंभे तार ओरिजिनल आर्यदर्पण आर्टिकल टा भी आम पाखे अच्छी. से कोकलामुख सॉरी कोकलामुख न हाली सहर आश्रम पब्लिश करथिला ओल्ड आर्यदर्पण ता धरे सेटा पब्लिश हेतिला. सो ओरिजिनल आर्टिकल टा भी मु पढिची बेंगली रे. सेम थिंग ट्रांसलेटेड वेरी एक्युरेटली.
Okay, bhai. So now Ninima is asking who is Narayani Ma. Ma, it is not Nilu, it is Lilu. L, not N. L for London. So yes, you are right. The little girl whom Thakurjee had raised. Yes, she wrote 2 books, Nilachala Thakur Nigamananda Part 1 and Part 2. Ma, she wrote many books. We are yet to translate all her books into ODIs. This process is still on. Every year, 1 or odd books are getting released. So you can get all her books from Satsiksha Mandir. Kindly go. Sri Nigamananda Leela Prasanga is the right name for you, Ninima. Okay, bhai, some questions to you. Okay, Gyana bhai, is Corona was also a prarabdha for all of us?
Yeah, that would be true. I'm again going by a couple of advices as Thakur given. Thakur has said gote Titanic kathare kahichanti au अन्य जगह भी kahichanti जे से प्रारब्ध गुडाक सेई भेलिया प्रारब्ध समस्तंकर एका संगे थाए. So they go through that.
Both are question एक कथा. Anyway, so Ninima, for you Pandulipi means when we want to write a book, So the writer writes on his own in a book, or he types on the laptop nowadays. So that is Pandulipi, which is to be corrected and that to be given to the press for printing. So before printing, it is called Pandulipi. So this is a very critical Odia word. That's why you are not getting it. What is Vedanta Vivek book? So Vidisha from Hyderabad, Vedanta Viveka book is available at Satshiksha Mandir. This is all about Jnana Marga Sadhana. Okay, Ninima is telling she read both the books. Okay, there are two more questions which are exactly not related to this discussion. That's why I kept them at last. So Priyadarshi Shahu Bhai is asking, what is Atma Jnana and what is Brahma Jnana? Did Thakur get them in different stage of sadhana?
Yes. Answer is yes. Atma Jnana generally refers to the highest form of yoga. Yogar siddhita hele nije kiye atma kon jani hue, kintu teno setar tar brahma jnana bhitar difference kon eta hela still within the realm of universe or saguna bhabare atma ta kon bujhi jaye तापरे तो निर्विकल्प समाधि हुए निजे ब्रह्म ही जाते ब्रह्म ज्ञान माने it's little bit of a misnomer कहीं ना nobody can say मोर ब्रह्म ज्ञान हे गला ना हुए नहीं कहीं कि ना ब्रह्म गोटे ऑब्जेक्ट नहंती ठाकुर ब्रह्म सहित मिसी गले आपण जदी पढिबे ठाकुरंकर डिस्क्रिप्शन से निर्विकल्प समाधि रो जो धाराटा कहिसेंती विभिन्न जगह रे अछि हमर ओडिया ये रे कहंतु जीवनी रे कहंतु अन्य जगह रे भी ठाकुर कहिसेंती जीवनी बाणी ओरिजिनली सेठु आसीची से लाइन बाय लाइन पढि दी जांतु ठाकुर कहिबे मु बेसिकली मोर आइडेंटिटी टा ब्रह्म के संगे मिसी गला मु ब्रह्म हे गली सेटा हला ब्रह्म ज्ञान किंतु आत्म ज्ञानटा हला बेलगु तांकर से डिफरेंस टा थाए से जानि पारंती जे मु होची आत्मा जोटा कि जोगर हाईएस्ट ठाकुर तो सविकल्प समाधि कले से आत्मज्ञानी हे गले जेतो निर्विकल्प कले ब्रह्म ज्ञान और ब्रह्म हे गोटे भूल कथा मु कहितली मा आनी कि मते से बहिटी वर्तन देले मु कहली प्रथम दी लाइन पढी देले क्लियर हे जो नहीं प्रथम पेज टा पढी देले क्लियर हे जो
हां सो आई वाज आल्सो रेफरिंग टू दिस सेम
यू आर यस
yes. So anyway, now coming back to Priyadarshi Sahu Bhai. Priyadarshi Sahu Bhai, see in sadhana, what Jnana Bhai told exactly correct in Thakurjee's circumstances, because Thakurjee did Jnana sadhana first, then he could not satisfy himself, then he did yoga sadhana. It is because of the universal mother who was directing him to all these things. Then after yoga sadhana he did nirvikalpa, which is the highest point of jnana sadhana. So, and Thakurjee has been asked by many, why you could not ask all these things from universal mother when you got her during your tantra sadhana. So these things are very much interrelated, correlated, be it atma jnana, be it swarupa jnana, be it brahma jnana. So yoga pathare आत्म दर्शन हुए ज्ञान पथरे ब्रह्म दर्शन हुए so all these things we know, but still whatever you asked Jnana Bhai has answered exactly in the line of that. But in sadhana patha, don't take these things as the form thing for anybody and everybody, because it's a very complex world, and how Gurudev or God will bless whom, it depends on their own ability and how the God wants that particular sadhaka to behave or to do after he attended the siddhi. So it all depends on that. It's a very different world altogether, where there is no syllabus, where there is no chronology. After this you will do that, and after that you will do this, all these things, just for in general sense. Now another question from Ramesh Lenka Bhai. How many types of diksha? For us, having Parichaya Patra means we got our diksha in all manner. I believe we got the best diksha. Still need more light on this. Jnana Bhai, please.
Jayaguru Bhai, diksha hela diyate jnanam khiyate sarva sansaya. जे ज्ञान दान करती गुरु आमर जो संशय गुड़ाक थाए डाउट्स थाए ताकू जे छेदन करती सी हेले गुरु से जो उपाय छेदन करती सेटा हला दीक्षा। आपण यदि कहे दीक्षा केते प्रकार, असंख्य प्रकार दीक्षा अच्छी विभिन्न धर्म अवलंबन मान स्पेशली आमर जो इंडियन इंडिक रिलीजन जो जोड़ा कह जाए जैनिज्म है, बुद्धिज्म है, हिंदुइज्म है, समस्त दीक्षा पद्धति अच्छी। दे आर ऑल डिफरेंट। बुद्धिज्म दीक्षाटा अलग, बुद्धिज्म तार 4टा पार्ट अच्छी, दीक्षा अलग, जैनिज्म सेम पार्ट अच्छी, दीक्षा अलग। जब आम हिंदुइज्म को आसवा, हिंदुइज्म आपणकर शैव, शाक्त, गणपत्य, ब्राह्म एम समस्त दीक्षा अच्छी, समस्त दीक्षा सब अलग अलग। इवेन विदिन देम से धरतु आमर बहुत क्वेश्चन आसला मझे जो काश्मीरी शैविज्म जो शैवतांत्रिक जो कहते विभिन्न प्रकार दीक्षा अच्छी। बट जदि सेटा को इन टोटल देखिए दृष्टि द्वारा दीक्षा हुए, स्पर्श द्वारा दीक्षा हुए, शब्द द्वारा दीक्षा हुए, जोटा कान मंत्र कहती इत्यादि विभिन्न पंच इंद्रिय द्वारा दीक्षा दि जाई पारे। विभिन्न संप्रदाय ताको विभिन्न नाम रे देइचंती। आमे जो टाइप रो दीक्षा नैचे परिचय पत्र थ्रू रे ठाकुर को वर्ण करिकरी सेटा कहती मेरुतंत्र दीक्षा, गोटे तंत्र मत समर्थित दीक्षा। आमे तो भाविबा आमे सबुठारु भल दीक्षा नैचे। मो मतरे भल खराब किछि नाही भाई। जेतेबेले जाए आमे से विश्वासटा न आनिबा जे आम गुरु होचंती सद्गुरु जहाँकर क्षमता अच्छी आमको यही जन्म रे ही से मुक्ति दे पारिबे, से तो जेतेबेले जाए से विश्वासटा न आसे दीक्षार किछि मूल्य नहीं भाई। दीक्षार मूल्यटा आसो जो आमर से विश्वासटा आसो। से विश्वासटा केमती आसो ठाकुर पाखे आम सबुदिन राति दिन बसिक प्रार्थना करवा हेले हे गला कोन। तो बेस्ट दीक्षा ओस दीक्षा सहित किछि माने हिंदी रे कुना भाई कहले महीना नहीं रखता। आई डोंट नो माय हिंदी इज गुड
So Ramesh Lenka bhai, yes, परिचय पत्र is the best दीक्षा जोटा technical word कहले ज्ञान भाई मेरु तंत्र पद्धति। This is a very vast chapter and I am requesting everybody to be very much clear on this question whatever Ramesh bhai is asking. This is the very fundamental question of Nilachala Saraswata Sangha. If this question can be well understood by everybody, then nobody can beat Nilachala Saraswat Sangha in the flow of religion in this entire universe. So Sanatan Dharma ki prasar and prachar only NSS can do. So I will request to read 2 books. One is Parichaya Patrara Parichaya by Dharanidhar Mahanti and the other one is Nigam Dikhya Rahasya by some bhai of Ekamra Saraswata Sangha. He was Anand Sabha Mukhya. I am not able to recollect his name. These 2 books are very small book. It can be.
Is this Ramesh Jena bhai?
Ramesh Jena bhai. Thank you, Devasish bhai. Ramesh Jena bhai, Nigama Dikhya Rahasya. Very small books. It can be covered in 2 hours, 1 hour for each book. But yes, you need to understand each and every line. They both have written very categorically, very correctly, very explanatory way. It is self understood. So kindly.
भाई आउ गोटे बही मु ऐड करिवि आ देखो सेटा हला नॉट नेसेसरीली दीक्षा ऊपर लिखा आइछि किंतु आमे जो प्रोसेस रे ठाकुर को गुरु बोली वर्ण करिछु केते जण क्वेश्चन सेटा करंती ना ठाकुर स्थूल देहरे नाहंती से आम कान रे मंत्रटा देई परिबेनी सेति पय मु कहली विभिन्न पंथारे दृश्य स्पर्श विभिन्न उपाय रे दीक्षा दियंती गुरु खाली कान रे मंत्र दे दीक्षा दियंतीनी ता ऊपर गोटे बहुत बढ़िया बही दुर्गाचरण भाई पब्लिश करथिले किंतु विश्वनाथ भाई को नारे श्री गुरु बहीटा मु सुनिली एबे आम संघ आउ थरे रीपब्लिश करिछि आपण मानको समस्त को अनुरोध करिवि से बहीटी के आनी पढंतु एक चट्टी बहीटी ताधरे दिया हिची बहुत फंडामेंटल जिंस गुडा ताधरे दुर्गाचरण भाई क्लियर कर दैचंती सेटा भी पढंतु क्लियर हे जो ए सब जिंस
Yes, Gyana bhai, you are very much right. See what Gyana bhai told. Sri Guru Bahi Pratham Kiri Baharila Jettabele, there was a doubt in the devotee's mind because Thakurjee has left his Thula Sarira and told, I am not giving my Guru Bhara to anyone. I am still the Guru. The way I was Guru, I am Guru, I will be the Guru. So the devotees got confused. And after due course of time, everybody or every organization started behaving whatever it suits them or whatever they could interpret the Thakurjee's Bani. So that point in time, it was being written in the name of Vishwanath Pradhan Bhai, but everybody knows it's the version of Durgacharana Mahanti Bhai. So these three books are sufficient enough to get clarity on each and every aspect.
And if you are not getting clarity after reading, please ask here. We do have at least the limited knowledge Thakur has given us. We can try to dispel some of the doubts or questions anybody has. They're very fundamental thing. It is fundamental to our existence, fundamental to our relationship with Thakur, and what our Sangha is doing for us, and how we are actually progressing towards Thakur.
Yes, Ninima, this Sri Guru book is written in Odia only. And Swarup Mahanti Bhai, thank you for clarifying. Dharani Chandra Mahanti, not Dharani Dhara Mahanti. So Ninima is asking what is Merutantra Padhati. I don't think Gyana Bhai, this is the syllabus of our course to explain.
No, especially not now. We are already 11 minutes out. So
yes.
You may have few more questions. We'll quickly go through.
Yeah, so there is no more questions. Let me read whatever Bhavani Patra Bhai has written. I think it is self-understood. I'm just reading it. Bhai, according to Thakur's condition of 3 Janma Mukti, so now in the current time we don't know we are in which number Janma. Maybe it can be the last one also if someone is also doing karma, not niskama.
Karma. So the 3 Janma was, Bhai, sorry to interrupt you. 3 Janma was for people who oppose Thakur. So whether you are on 2nd Janma or 3rd Janma, if you stole his money or something the 3 life ago, how does that matter? Thakur has taken your bhara and you will pass through fine.
So Bhavani Bhai, as long as you are in this Nigam Swadhyay group, you are going to get salvation in 1 Janma. Means as long as you are with Thakurjee. So, but yes, the other part what he wrote is karma. Then karma phala is sanchaya, and some karma phala are also not complete in one life. But as Thakur's word of mukti, if the person has last life of 3 janmas, does that person has to bhoga all that karma phala in that janma only? So Bhavani Patra Bhai, we discussed about this karma phala in some times ago. I will ask Ramesh Bhai to extract that video and put it in Nigam Swadhyay group tomorrow. If you need still clarification, as Gyana Bhai mentioned, we are already 13 minutes over. We can discuss it on in a different session. But yes, whatever question you have asked, to answer you in one line, this is all of us last janma. We are with Thakurjee, so there is no question of 3 janma and all. Yes, Thakurjee will make the arrangement for all of us to have the prarabdha bhoga in this janma. Whatever will be left behind as our karma phala and everything, जथे धांसी समिधोग्नि भस्मसात कुरुते अर्जुन ज्ञानाग्नि सर्व कर्माणि भस्मसात कुरुते तथा. जैसे बहुत बड़ा लकड़ी का पहाड़ एक छोटी सी मैच बॉक्स की स्टिक में जो छोटा सा आग है वो जला के राख बना देगा, वैसे ही आपका जितना कर्म फल है, जैसे आपको आत्मज्ञान का जो सुख पावर टिके मते ठाकुर कही, आत्मज्ञान का जो कण आ जाएगा ना, आपकी सारे कर्म फल अपने जगह पे लाइन में ठिकाने में चला जाएगा. जस्ट टू make you understand in one line at this point in time. Okay, Gitanjali Nanda Pacharchuni Tanga Prasnar Uttar. Okay, let me see what is your Prasna. Ninima Arja Darpana Bhauchi Thakura Nije Thakurjee was publishing during his time, and now also from Saraswata Matha the Arja Darpana is getting published. Ninima, Thakurjee is loving you, don't worry. Thakurjee told मैं सबको लव करता हूँ, so आप बिल्कुल डाउट मत करिए. We can discuss all these things later. Okay, Gitanjali Nanda's question क्या है? I am not getting her question. How can I miss that? Jayaguru. Bhai, can anyone read Gitanjali Nanda's question?
No, Bhai. I think she's saying NSS पढ़िबे नसस नुहे maybe that's not a question.
Okay, there are two more questions. Rashmita Mishra, just Badambaro Swam Sri Mishra Ma Pacharuchandi. Bhai, is Ma Shailabala also have Prarabdha, so she widow in young time period from Swam? Yes, ma, bilkul. It is because of her karma phala only. Crazy mind. Suhasini Ma is asking, Sumer Das ji said to Swami Nigamananda not to cure people as he was meant to spread Brahma Jnana. What was wrong in that? Because for everything there is a different kind of people. To cure there are doctors. So Thakurjee has been trained in Tantra, Yoga, Jnana, Prema not to cure people. Suhasini Ma. He has to do his own duty. ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ଉପରେ କୋଉଠି ରହିଲା ଆମେ ପାଉନୁ ଆପଣ
ଆଉଥରେ ପଚାରି ଦଉନାହାନ୍ତି ଆଉଥରେ ପଚାରି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଇଜି ହବ
ଆମେ ପାଉନୁ ମା we don't want to miss your question for sure but nobody
ଆସିନି मैं से टाइप करथिबे तो पब्लिश हेई नथियो मे भी आउथरे टाइप कर दियंतु ना
might be अच्छा भाई टिके ज्ञान भाई कहले व्हाट इज वेदांत विवेक विदिशा फ्रॉम हैदराबाद इज आस्किंग
Vedanta Viveka is a book Thakura wrote. Vedanta Viveka hochi ame jota ku Vedanta boli kahuche ba ame agur thare discussion karithile uttar mimamsa kahuche kimba vedar anta part jota ki spiritual part or philosophical part of Veda. It's called Vedanta. Mostly Advaita Vedanta is where it started, but Bhakti Vedanta is also a Vedanta, that interpretation of same scriptures from a bhakti tradition. So Thakura's book is a really small book. Thakura deals with 5 different parts of Vedanta. As much as I have read that book and have studied other Upanishads, Thakura has done such a beautiful, wonderful job in summarizing everything you learn in these 108 different Upanishads, and out of that 10 of them have been really explained by none other than Adi Shankaracharya. Thakura has captured almost all of that. I say almost because I haven't gone through all Upanishads and compared them. But so far, all I have read is very wonderfully captured in a very short 5 different essays, 5 Vivekas that Thakura says. Little bit difficult to understand, I would say. It requires reading it many and many times, especially in a sadhu sangha more preferably. Eka padhikiri mu bujhi pari nathili, mu anya manak sangare padhikiri amaro senior bhai mananku question kari and then lot of these things kind of started settling in. I don't know if it is 100% yet. It's not 100%, I can tell that. But it is a great book Thakura wrote about Advaita Vedanta.
Suchitra Mantri is asking what is the meaning of Shailabala?
Shailabala is basically son of mountain, which is, it points to Parvati.
Daughter of mountain, Bala.
Sorry, daughter of mountain.
Yeah, so Shaila means part of. So Gitanjali Nanda Ma, we are sorry, we are not getting your question. Swarup, yes. स्वरूप भाई लेखा तले ना ऊपर आपनकर लेखा है नसस नुहे एनएसएस पढ़िबे सो इज इट ए क्वेश्चन एनीवे सो आपण लेखंतु जदि आ भितर आपनकर लेखा आसीबो विल आंसर इट रिक्वेस्टिंग देवाशीष भाई एंड प्रियंवदा मा काइंडली फ्लैश द गूगल फॉर्म एवरीबॉडी इज वेटिंग टू गेट द क्वेश्चंस Yes, we got the QR code requesting everyone to kindly scan it and get the Google form and kindly answer at the earliest possible. if anyone in this YouTube channel get the questions of Gitanjali Nanda, kindly please copy and paste again. We at least are not able to get it. Anyway, if anything is left to get answer, tomorrow we can do the same. Thank you, Anvesa Anindita, for recapping this session of yesterday, and thank you, Subhanshi, again for nice reading. Many of us has got concerns for you, the way you were reading. So may Thakurjee bless both of you to contribute your seva to this session. And thank you all, Jayaguru all. We will be meeting tomorrow at 9 p.m. We are concluding session of today. Jayaguru, Jayaguru, Jayaguru.
Jayaguru.